Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and today I have a 30-minute yoga practice for you, which is all about strength and toning through the body. So we're definitely going to be getting our energy levels up, our blood flow up, and incorporating some exercises that is going to work to tone all over the body. So whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay everyone, so let's begin by coming into standing today. Meet me towards the back of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. We're standing tall, and just go ahead and close down the eyes. Just for a moment here, taking a quick moment to find a little bit of stillness before we begin. Taking a moment to connect with the breath. Allowing the breath to drop down into a nice smooth pace. Deep inhales and full exhales. Maybe noticing how the body feels at this moment. And then after your next full exhale, you can open up the eyes or keep them closed if you wish, and just start to take a few big rolls through the shoulders. So start to roll the shoulders all the way up towards the ears and then back and down. Starting to make this movement a little bit bigger, a little bit more exaggerated. Really feeling that movement through the upper back. Bringing mobility into the shoulder joints. Nice, take one or two more big circles with the shoulders and then come back into center. As we inhale, we're going to sweep the hands all the way up towards the sky, just finding a nice big stretch through the sides of the body, really reaching the fingertips high, keeping the soles of the feet grounded, fingertips reaching up. Maybe take the gaze up in between the fingertips here, take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, hands come down through center past the chest. Again, take a nice big inhale to reach the arms up, stretching the side body. Exhale, hands come down. And one last time, take a big breath in, reach up. As we exhale, release the hands, come all the way back down into center. Nice. From here, go ahead and take the arms up one more time. And then we're just going to start to find a little bit of movement here, rising up onto the tippy toes and then releasing the heels back to the mat. So inhale to come up and exhale to lower. Just starting to find a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards. Starting to notice the center of our body. Maybe noticing where we're finding the balance through the feet. Every time we come up onto the tippy toes, maybe we start to go a little bit higher each time. We might start to feel a little bit of sensations in through the calf muscles here, maybe through the backs of the legs or the hamstrings. And we welcome that in, we welcome that energy, that sensation. Nice, maybe picking up the pace a little bit here, taking a few more little rocks forwards and backwards. And then coming back to center, dropping the hands all the way down. And then we're going to bend the knees and come down into your forward fold. So release the hands towards the floor, take a little bend through the knees. Just take a few breaths here into the low back. Feeling a nice big stretch through the spine. Nice, and then from here, we're going to take the hands towards the floor, start to walk the palms forwards into your high plank, hold it for a moment here, and then walk all the way back, reach the arms up and come back onto those tippy toes. So we're going to make this into a nice big fluid movement here, walking out to plank, coming all the way back, reach the arms up, tippy toes. So forward fold, high plank, walk it back, arms up, tippy toes. Cool, go again. Forward fold, high plank, bring it back, arms up, tippy toes. And then just keep going here at your own pace, starting to feel the energy rising, starting to feel the heart maybe beating a little bit faster here, starting to waken up all of those muscles in the body. Nice, take a few more just like this. Every time we walk ourselves into our plank, we feel that activation through our core. We're almost done here, guys. We'll go for one more. Take it at your own pace. And then the next time that we walk into our high plank, we're going to stop and we're going to hold. Wrists should be under the shoulders. We're on tippy toes. And if this is too much, feel free to drop the knees to the floor, that's okay. But feel this connection, this activation through our core. Really hug that tummy button back towards your spine. Take a few deep breaths here, holding. Feeling that heat in the body, feeling that energy flow. Maybe take a few little rocks forwards and backwards here. Take one more big inhale. And then as we exhale, drop the knees to the floor, start to bend the elbows, release the chest to the floor, the chin to the floor, slightly look forwards. Nice, take another breath here. And then inhale into your upward facing dog. So untuck the toes, lift the thighs off the floor, look forwards. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, release back to your downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips high, downward dog. Take a few deep breaths here, maybe start to walk the dog out. Bending each knee at a time. Patting those feet into the floor. Maybe trying to reach the heels a little bit further back each time. And then come back into stillness. Maybe give the head a little bit of a shake here. Releasing tension through the neck. Cool. And then on our next inhale, we're going to reach the right leg all the way up to the sky, bend the knee, and then open the hip. So it's as if we're trying to point our right knee up towards the sky. Keep the chest square towards the mat. Hold it here. And then if it's within your practice, you can flip over into your wild thing. So we're going to transfer the weight onto the left hand, bring the right toes towards the floor and open the chest up towards the sky. Breathing deeply here, feeling that stretch, welcoming those sensations. Take one more breath. And then right hand comes back to the floor, back into your three-legged dog. And then we're going to bend the knee, bring it in towards the chest. And inhale, bring it back. So exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, back, lift. Nice, take a few more just like this in your own time. Really pressing the palms of the hands into the floor. Every time the knee comes in, trying to bring it up and in towards the chest. Cool, and then the next time that we have the knee in, we're going to stop, place the knee on the floor, open the right toes out to the left hand side, and sit back into your pigeon pose. Nice, we can keep it high for a moment so we can keep the palms of the hands on the mat. Just start to feel a nice release through the right hip, through the right thigh. And then either stay here or start to walk the hands forwards, maybe bring the head towards the hands. Just taking a little bit of a breather here. Releasing tension away from your glutes, away from your thighs. 1 or 2 more breaths. And then we release, bring the hands back onto the floor. We're going to return back into that position that we were just in. So tuck the back toes under, lift the left knee, activate the core, pull the right knee up and step it all the way back. Come back into your downward facing dog here. Again, just pedal out the feet or find stillness, just whatever is suiting your body at this moment. Maybe we still need that movement, maybe our body's craving a little bit of stillness, so just taking whatever you need. And then coming back to stillness. On our next inhale, 3-leg dog. Lift the left leg up towards the sky, bend the knee and open up the hip. Imagine you're trying to bring that heel as close towards your bum as you can. Either stay here or flip it into your wild thing, so the weight transfers into the right hand onto the side of the right foot. Open the chest to the sky, hold it here. Breathe deep. Take 1 more breath. And then left hand comes back to the floor. Reach the left leg back up to the sky. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left knee towards the chest. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Take about 3 more just like this. And then the next time that we have the knee in towards the chest, we're going to stop, release the knee to the floor, open the toes to the right hand side of your mat, and sit your hips back into your pigeon. Again, we can keep it high here onto fingertips. Just sending the breath down into that left hip, finding a nice release. Or maybe we can bring the chest forward, maybe bring your head towards your hands. And again, just catch a breath here. Take a moment. Let's take 1 more breath here. And then get ready to release out of your pigeon. Let's bring the hands back to the floor. Tuck the back toes under, lift the right knee, and then lift the left knee, send it all the way back into a downward facing dog. Take 1 big inhale here and a full exhale. And then let's walk the hands all the way back towards the feet into your forward fold. This time just trying to keep the legs as straight as possible so we feel a nice deep stretch through the backs of the hamstrings. If this is enough, we can stay here. If we want to make this a little bit deeper, a stretch for the legs, we can take our peace fingers around our big toes and just gently pull the body forwards. Imagine as if you were trying to bring the crown of the head towards the floor, the chest towards the thighs. Every exhale going a little bit deeper into this stretch. Take 1 more full round of breath here. And then release the hands, take a little bend through the knees and rise all the way back up into your mountain pose, and then reach the hands up towards the sky. Let's go back up onto those tippy toes 1 last time, just holding it here, finding that center, finding your balance. Take a nice big inhale and then exhale, release the arms down, heave to the floor. Nice. From here, we're going to bring the feet together, bring the knees together. We're going to find our chair pose here, Utkatasana. So we're reaching the hands up towards the sky, we're bending at the knees, and we're sitting back and down as if we're sitting into a chair. We're going to feel the thighs switching on, the glutes switching on. Hold it here. Keep the shoulders rolling back, keep the chest lifted. Just hold and breathe. If it's too much with the arms lifted, we can bring the hands together in front of our hearts. And we're just going to be here for about 5 deep breaths. So hold it here. Maybe sit a little bit lower with those hips. Maybe send the hips a little bit further back. You should be able to lift the toes if you wanted to. So we're keeping the weight traveling back. Keep strong, keep breathing. Take one more full breath and then reach all the way back up. Drop the arms, come through your forward fold and then walk the hands forward. Meet me back in a downward facing dog. Nice. Here we are back in our downward facing dog. On your next inhale, we're reaching the right leg up to the sky, bending at the knee and stepping it up in between our hands. We're going to inhale to reach the hands up into your high lunge. Keep the back leg straight. Front knee is bent. It can be a little bend or a big bend, completely up to yourself, but just hold it here. Find that strength through the body. Keep your tailbone slightly tucked under here so we can feel a slight activation through our core. Take a nice big inhale, and then as we exhale, I just want you to drop the hands and give me a big sigh out. Again, inhale, sweep the hands up, deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. One last time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sigh. Nice. From here, we're going to bring the hands together in front of our chest. We're going to step the back foot up. Bring the knee in towards the chest and then calmly step it back. Nice. Find your balance here. Inhale to pull the knee in. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, step it back. And if you want to get the arms involved here, you can. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come back. Nice. Just keep it moving here. Just find the balance. Find that flow, just keep moving with the breath. Feeling that heat within the body. Maybe starting to feel the front leg beginning to fatigue. If it does, that's okay. Let's take one more. And then the next time that we have the left knee lifted, we're going to stop, we're going to hold. Bring the hands back to heart center and then start to hinge forwards. Extend the left leg out and find your warrior 3. So the upper body should be parallel with the floor. Maybe keep the hands together or maybe start to reach the arms back in a full warrior 3. Holding it here. Taking 3 deep breaths. Feel the core active, the muscles in the back active. Taking one more breath. And then release all the way back to center. Drop the hands, drop the knee. Take the feet as wide as the mat. And just give me a forward fold. So we can bring a little micro bend into the knees. Drop the head, drop the arms. Take a few deep breaths here. Maybe find a little sway with the hips side to side. Maybe take hold of opposite elbows. Just whatever works for you at this moment. We're just catching the breath. And then finding yourself coming back to center, releasing the arms, bringing the hands back towards the mat, and then in your own time, in your own way, stepping back into one more downward facing dog. Nice, holding it here, pressing the palms of the hands into the mat, reaching the heels towards the floor, no tension through the neck. On your next inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up, exhale to step it all the way up in between your hands, find your high lunge. So sweep the hands all the way up, back toes tucked under, front knee is bent. Hold it here. Find that strength, that power within the body. Roll the shoulders back, tuck the tailbone under, core engaged, front thigh engaged. Breathing here. Let's check in with the breath here. So inhale, a big deep breath in. Exhale, let's drop the arms side out. Again, inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale to reach up. Exhale, sigh it out. And then on your next inhale, let's reach the hands all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands come together in front of the chest. Feel the weight transfer into that left foot. And then we're going to step the back knee up, bring it in towards the chest, find this little balance, core is active, and then let's step it all the way back into our high lunge. Nice, so inhale to pull it in, exhale, step it back, inhale, knee to chest, exhale, step it back. Nice, just keep it going here. And keep it going at your own pace. If we need to take this really slowly to activate the right muscles, we can do that. If we want to get the arms involved, as we inhale, the hands come up, the knee comes in, exhale, and bring it back. Nice, let's go for about 5 more, just like this. Just keep it moving. Keep the heart rate up. Nice, and then on your next one, as we inhale, we're going to bring the hands up, bring the knee in, we're going to hold it here, bring the hands back to heart center, we're going to find our warrior 3. So start to tip the body forwards, extend the leg back, bringing your chest parallel with the floor, keeping the gaze down on the floor, right leg is lifted, breathing here. Maybe keeping the hands together in front of the chest for support, or maybe reaching the arms back, activating all the muscles through the upper back here, holding for about 3 deep breaths. We got this, we're almost there. And after your third exhale, releasing all the way back to center, lift the knee, lift the arms, and then release everything back to your mat. Nice, from here, stepping the feet about mat distance apart, have the toes on a little bit of an angle here, bring the hands together in front of the chest, and then we're going to drop the hips, we're going to sit back into our malasana, our yogic squat. It doesn't matter how low you want to come here, you can keep it high, you can come down super low. If you want to bring the hands in front of you onto the floor for support, we can be here and it might look a little bit like this. But wherever you are, either finding stillness if that's what feels right, or maybe taking a little sway side to side, starting to slow the breath down, letting go of the muscles in the hips, just releasing into this posture. Just slowing everything down. And then coming back into center. So wherever you are in this malasana, I want you to go to the position as low as you can comfortably get, Bring the hands together in front of heart center and actively press the hands together so that the elbows are pointing out. We're finding this activation through the arms. As we inhale, we're going to start to straighten out the legs, lift the hips, bring the body so that you're almost parallel with the floor, and then sit it back down. So inhale to lift, exhale to sit it back. Inhale to lift and tip forward, exhale, sit it back. Let's take a few like this. Again, just moving in your own time. Really getting into the glute muscles here. Keep the hands pressing together. Keep the knees opening out to the sides, the elbows opening out to the sides. Let's go for about 3 more. Keep breathing. And then after your third one, we can release the hands, bring the hands back behind you. Start to bring your bum back onto your mat, which is gonna feel amazing at this point. And then take the feet about hip distance apart and just let the knees windshield wiper side to side. Just bringing a little bit of release in through the hips. And then coming back to center. And then from here, bringing yourself all the way down onto your back. So bring yourself down, although it's not time to relax just yet, but almost. When we get there, we're bringing the knees in towards the chest, and we can find a little rock side to side if that feels good. And then bring yourself back to center, back into a place of stillness. And we're going to bring the legs here into almost like a tabletop position. So we want to have the knees over the hips and the calves parallel with the floor. So almost as if you were in your tabletop position, but only we're lying down. We're going to reach the hands up towards the sky. Now, what I want you to think about here is the shape of your body on the mat. So I want you to feel as if you are drawing your belly button back towards your spine and you're pressing your lower back into your mat. So there should be no space between your lower back and the mat. The core is active and engaged. And this is the position we want to keep everything in for the remainder of this exercise. So the lower back is pressing into the mat. And then we're going to start to bring the right toes towards the floor. Just give them a little tap on the floor and then bring it back in. Same thing, other side. Left toes down and back in. And then we go with the right thumb back towards the mat and bring it back. And then left thumb back towards the mat and bring it back in. And we can keep going in this way, toes, toes, thumb, thumb, just constantly thinking about activating the core. Or maybe we go right toes, left thumb back and pull it back in. So inhale to bring it back, exhale, pull it back in. Nice, just keep moving here. The most important thing is keeping that lower back pressing into the floor. Keep the neck nice and long. Keep gazing up towards the sky. Everything is still. The only movement here happening in the arms and the legs. Your body completely still. Let's take one more each side, or just to balance yourself out. And then hug the knees in towards the chest. Find a little rock side to side, just gently massaging out the lower back. And then come back to center. Keep the knees hugging in. Open your arms out nice and wide to about shoulder height. And then just let both knees fall over towards the right. As they do, we can look towards the left. Feel this nice twist through the body. We are coming to the end of our practice today, so beginning to slow down the breath. Allowing the heart rate to also slow down. Bring the gaze back up to the sky. Bring the knees back to center. Let them fall, this time towards the left as we look towards our right. Just letting the knees fall as far over towards the side as is comfortable. Trying to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Breathing deep. And then bringing the gaze back to center, bringing the knees back in. And then just go ahead and release both legs out long. Reach both arms up and overhead. Give me one big stretch of the entire body, reaching the fingertips away, reaching the toes away, tightening up through every muscle in your body. So maybe curling in the toes, making little fists with the hands, tensing the hands, the arms, the legs, the glutes, squeezing everything in the body, taking one more big inhale, and then as we exhale, totally release. Let everything go soft. Maybe close your eyes and take a few deep breaths here. And at this time, if you do want to move into some sort of meditation or shavasana, you can. Or if you do wish to go about the rest of your day, go ahead and finish here with one releasing breath. So take a nice full inhale and a big sigh out. And then whenever you're ready, bringing yourself onto one side and then eventually pressing yourself all the way up into a comfortable seated position on your mat. And I hope you're feeling good after that practice. You can let me know in the comments if you are. But thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe and have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.